Hi, Jim Phillips here, life strategist and author of The Key to Life, Living in Full Expression, and this is Wednesday Wisdom. Today's wisdom is, what I believe doesn't change the truth. However, the truth can change what I believe. And what this means is that we make decisions based on what we hold is true, and what we hold is true is what we know is true to this point in time, up to this moment, and that's it. It doesn't mean that it is the truth. I believe the purpose of life is the progressive realization of the truth, and I believe that we should always be seeking that truth so that anytime we make a decision, anytime we have an opinion, anytime we engage with anybody, we're doing it from the truth as much as we possibly can. And what I want you to do is think about a time in your life where perhaps you felt like you knew somebody and you had some information about them and you had a certain opinion of them, let's just say that isn't that flattering. And you held that as true, so you interacted with them based on what you held as being true about them. But then you got to know them. You got to better understand them. You saw where they were coming from and you realized they weren't the person you thought they were before. So now you have a greater truth from your own personal experience about who they are and what they're all about. Now, does that mean you were wrong based on how you perceived them before? No, because it was your perception at that time based on the information you had. Another simple example is, think about when Columbus discovered America. It was at that time that it was determined that the world was no longer flat. However, prior to that, everyone thought the world was flat, or at least the vast majority of people believed the world to be flat. People acted on that basic understanding of the world being flat until Columbus sailed and came back, and then it was determined that the world is in fact round and not flat. But it doesn't mean that people at the time were wrong. It just means that the information they had to that point showed them that the earth was flat. We need to understand that as we go through life, that we have this opportunity to always seek the truth. We have this opportunity to really take a step back before we make decisions, before we act out on things without having as much truth as we possibly can. We need to constantly be seeking the truth. In fact, the definition or the purpose that I give to why we're here, the purpose of life, is the progressive realization of the truth. Every experience we have is an opportunity to get closer and closer to the truth. And as we get more truth, working towards the truth, then we're going to be making different decisions. We're going to be having a better experience of life. We're going to be having a better experience of ourselves, and we're going to have a better experience of humanity as a whole. I would love for us, especially in this time where we find so much divisiveness around the country, around the world, I should say, where we try to gain that understanding, try to better know one another. And the whole idea of the divisiveness is coming from fear. And fear really stems from a lack of understanding, a lack of knowing. So the more we seek to understand the truth, get to the truth, the progressive realization of the truth, the more we let go of any fear, it's going to cause us to create this divisiveness or live in this divisive times that we live in right now. Today's wisdom is, what I believe doesn't change the truth. However, the truth can change what I believe. This is Jim Phillips, and this has been Wednesday Wisdom. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.